Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we shine a light on the secrets hidden within those dusty corporate filings. Today we're diving into a report that is all about one company's recent financial maneuvers, and let's just say things got interesting with some promissory notes. Make sure you're subscribed if you want these kinds of insights delivered regularly, and join our Discord community, linked in the description, for more discussions. Alright, so imagine a company needs cash, fast. What do? Well, International Land Alliance Incorporated, a Wyoming company, decided to issue what are called convertible promissory notes. Think of these like IAs, but with a twist they can be turned into company stock later on. And these notes were not just for a little bit of money. Oh no. These were issued on a few dates in March, July, and August of 2025. The total amount borrowed through these notes was a hefty $436,666.67. That is a substantial sum for a company. Now, they didn't actually get the full amount in their bank account because of something called original issue discounts, which means they sold these notes for less than their face value. Plus, there were some legal fees involved for the lenders, which ranged from $2,500 to $5,000 per note. So, they ended up with $347,100 gross proceeds after these deductions. Each of these notes came with its own purchase agreement, basically the contract that says what everyone is agreeing to. It is important to know that these notes have a maturity date, meaning they need to be paid back within 9 months of when they were issued, and they come with a guaranteed interest rate of 12%. That's a pretty decent rate, but here is where it gets a bit more serious. If the company defaults, meaning something goes wrong and they can't meet their obligations, the interest rate can shoot up to 24% per year, or whatever the maximum is that the law allows. That is a significant jump in the cost of borrowing. Now about that convertible part, the people who bought these notes have the option to turn them into shares of the company's common stock. They can do this anytime after 180 days from when the note was issued, or if there is a default, the price at which they can convert is set at $0.11 per S-share. But if there is a default, that conversion price gets even better for the note holder. It becomes the lower of $0.11 or 65% of the lowest trading price of the company, S-stock over the 20 days leading up to the conversion. This is a common feature in these types of notes, often designed to protect the investor by allowing them to convert at any advantageous price, especially if the company S-stock price takes a nosedive. So how are these notes sold? The company is saying that these sales were made by relying on a special exemption from the usual registration rules. This is often done for deals that are private and go to a select group of investors, in this case, accredited investors. These are typically individuals or entities that meet certain income or net worth requirements, meaning they are considered sophisticated investors who can handle the risks involved in private placements. Looking at the exhibits to this report, we can see the actual documents that detail these agreements, including the convertible promissory note from the 13th of March 2025, another one dated the 16th of July 2025, and a third one dated the 18th of August 2025. These are the nitty-gritty details of the deal. Now let's step back and look at the bigger picture here. International Land Alliance Incorporated took on a significant amount of debt through these convertible notes. On one hand, this provided them with much needed capital. The ability to convert these notes into stock, especially with that favorable pricing for the investors if things go south, suggests that the company might be looking to raise funds without immediately diluting its existing shareholders too much, or perhaps signaling confidence that the stock price will rise. However, the potential for a high default interest rate and the favorable conversion terms for lenders. If the stock price falls are certainly risks. For investors in International Land Alliance Incorporated, these convertible notes represent a complex situation. If the company performs well and its stock price rises significantly above $0.11, the note holders will likely convert, leading to dilution for existing shareholders. If the company struggles and defaults, the interest rate will skyrocket, and the conversion price will be even more attractive to the note holders, potentially wiping out shareholder value. It is a classic catch-22 scenario that often plays out with these types of financing instruments. The company is essentially betting that they can make enough progress with the funds raised to either repay the notes with interest or see their stock appreciate to a point where the conversion is a win-win. The success of this strategy hinges on their ability to execute their business plan effectively and navigate any market challenges. The fact that they are using Section 4A 2 exemptions for sales to accredited investors suggests they are aiming for a more targeted investor base, possibly those with a higher risk tolerance. With the latest filings showing these debt structures, it is crucial for anyone invested or considering investing in International Land Alliance Incorporated to understand the implications of these convertible notes. They are a significant financial obligation with the potential for substantial change in the company's capital structure and stock ownership. Alright, that is our breakdown of this filing. What is your take on these convertible notes and what they signal for International Land Alliance Incorporated's future? Do you think this is a smart move to get some much needed cash or a risky gamble? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps us out, and be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the financial world. And don't forget to check out our Discord community linked in the description for even more discussions and insights. Thanks for watching, see you next time.